ladies and gents. Salam tanay Sterling. How you guys doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Beautiful Friday morning we have in here in the capital. Kings and queens, ladies and gents, moms and dads, brothers, sisters, grade 12, everybody listening and rocking with us early on this beautiful Friday morning. We just want to take this time and say happy Friday. Yes, and that we hope that our warm greeting and positive fire will find you well. And in case you just joined us, this is 104.7 and this is In Sugar. I'm your host, Dawit Beta, and I will be rocking with you guys all the way to 9 a.m. And if you have any request, suggestion, comment, don't hold back, don't hesitate. Let us know. Make our hotline bling. How was your week? Talk to me. What you guys do? So it's Friday, yo. It's Friday. I don't even know where the time goes. Really, I find myself like today, even yesterday as well. Like I was trying to get ready for today and other things that I had to do. My mind couldn't wrap the fact that the week has went by, and it's crazy. But how was your week? Talk to me. What were you guys up to? Make my hotline bling. Interact with us. You can also reach out to us on social media as well. 12 graders, go ahead, let me know as well. How was matric? How was that exit exam? I hear it has been eventful, this year's exit exam, and a lot has changed. You know what I mean? Especially I remember when I took my matric, and I remember how stressful that time was, but I could only imagine as well now with everything that's going on as well. That students have to go to a different campus. Oh man, I heard about the exams as well. But yes, if you guys are listening, go ahead and let me know. Let's talk about it. Make my hotline bling. If you do want to reach out to me, 0988418888 is the way to go. And let me know your thoughts. How was matric? Tasha didn't know how was it. I know a lot of you guys are. I'm sure you guys the whole experience as it was, I'm sure it was quite new, and I'm sure you were trying to cope up and also get through this whole exit exam. So tell us your experience. We'd love to hear from you guys. And of course, and at the same time as well, one of the things that I want to share to you guys as well, like right now we're living in a time where we don't fully depend on formal education. You know what I mean? Nowadays there is a whole lot of short courses, online classes, much more opportunities to learn and develop yourself and make yourself better. So to 12 graders, and not only 12 graders, to anybody out there listening and rocking with us, I truly believe that at this time that we could actually learn, educate ourselves, or get a skill to make us better. Really, we are living at that time where we have those access, and we won't even take that much of our time or our energy. It is all coming to us and within the gadgets that we currently use on our daily activities. So to everybody, I want you guys to utilize these resources and become or create anything that you aspire to create. So yes, if you want, you can, but it needs a bit of discipline, patience, and a bit of practice, really. And I know a lot of people that have learned so many different things, online skills, a whole lot of content that have been created online for you guys to consume. So but it does need discipline, it does need patience, it does need action, and that's one of the things we want to talk about today as well. Today on our Tukus course, I wanted to talk about a certain topic concerning how mood follows action. And I know a lot of us might not be motivated or inspired to do the things or learn things online, but I think that it starts with simple actions. That's some things that we're going to talk about today. So like we have been doing the past few weeks, we have been receiving different kind of messages from you guys as well. And we are also reading some of your favorite quotes you guys have shared with us. And for today, I want to talk about a quote that was sent by Kadus. Thank you so much for reaching out to us on our Instagram. We appreciate it. He said, either run the day or the day runs you. It is actually one of my favorite quotes as well, as quote by Jim Rohn. And there is enough junk and busy work that will pop up every single day to keep you busy, really, like prevent you from taking actions on your goals for many lifetimes. Literally, there will be whole bunch of things. And if you are going to get anywhere, you've got to learn to master your time and take control of your own schedule. So no matter what is going on out there, it is always about this every like this quote right here. Is just making sure that you either run the day or the day runs you. You know what I mean? And that's something that I want you guys to always be aware of. They say also, like, the bad news is time flies. The good news is that you are the pilot, and we can't stop it. There's no way. We can't go back, and he can't forward it either. You are the pilot, and you are controlling, what the things you're doing within the time that you've been given. So either run the day or the day runs you. So make sure that you don't give the wheels to somebody else. Make sure that you are in control of it. Make sure you control your time. And one of the things, it's very, very crucial early in the morning, especially, to really schedule your day. Really know what your day looks like. Do you know what your day looks like? You know what I mean? And I mean, of course, you could go like, yeah, I'm working from this to that, but of course, there's a whole lot of us as well. Even though we have, of course, that 9 to 5 schedule, we're not fully focused on the things that we have to do from 9 to 5, because maybe the things we have to do might only take a few hours, and maybe our presence is needed in the office or something. But if you actually plan out the rest of the days and figure out how you can utilize that time to actually make yourself better, especially now more than ever, because there's so many opportunities available for you. So really schedule your day. What does it look like? How are you utilizing this thing you've been given, which is time, to best fit you? So I want you guys to really think about it and really apply it. Either run the day or the day runs you. And for you to run the day, it is that you have got to really dissect what you plan on doing within this 24-hour that we have been given. Guys, we're alive. We get to see another day. It's Friday morning, and we get to see another opportunity. We get to meet, we get to work, we get to see things that we haven't seen before, explore, learn things. It goes on. Happy Friday once again, and I hope that you guys are enjoying your time. If you are, go ahead and let us know. It is 0988418888. Thank you guys so much for sending us your comments, your questions, and we're very grateful for it, and keep them coming. And make sure you find us on our Instagram, YouTube. It is InSugar, as well, as we are sharing the content as well. And when we come back after a musical break, we're going to get to Tuku Scores, and we're going to talk about some of the things that I really have come across and something I've been dwelling upon for a while as well. So don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial. Yes. Ladies and gents, good morning. Happy Friday. Oh man, wish you guys an amazing time. We always say morning is the most crucial time, because the way you start your day is very, very crucial. And we're so happy that you've decided to join us. 104.7 is the radio station, and InSugar is the show. And I'm your host, David, aka D, keeping you guys company all the way to 9 a.m. And on our Tuku Scores today, ladies and gents, you know how it is. Our Tuku Scores is basically dedicated in a way to work on personal development in any way we can, talking about topics that will make us think. Really, that's the whole point, because all of us have different kind of life. We all have different kind of cards, different kind of problems and challenge, but I think that we should aspire and literally inspire each other, and also in a way that come up with topics that is going to make us think and make us look at things differently. All right, for a while now, especially for me, I've been into this world of motivation and becoming a doer in life. Like, that's it has become an innate habit for the majority of my radio career as well. Like, talking about personal growth has been a big part of it. But the past few years, I've been diving deep into trying to understand how our body and brain work. And this phrase that I've heard from a podcast got stuck in my head and made me really rethink things and look at things differently. All right. And that phrase is mood follows action. And I've heard it, and the moment I heard it as well, and I started contemplating the whole podcast, was just really was wholesome. But do we need to be motivated to act, or do we need to act to be motivated? I know, right? It's a very good question, really. Like, you look at all those people that are doers as well. Like, are we thinking these people are motivated to do, or are they doing things and then finding motivation while they are in action? And I know most of us want to do something, because really, if we have to be honest, we almost everybody knows exactly what we need to do to make our life a bit, at least, or anyway, better, to become a better version of ourselves. We know all the things, the habits that we need to do, or the actions that we need to take, and then we always go like, I don't feel like it, or we're not motivated, my motivation is not there. And it's a common thing. It's a possibility. It is true as well. Like, we all suffer from that, and maybe really think, okay, cool, then maybe that we're looking at things differently. Maybe the mood follows action. Maybe that we have looked at this for a while as well, because, and I was trying to research and study the people that have made it and have become successful as well, and it made me really curious as to, like, okay, cool, these people had to, for example, I was thinking of Haile Gebrselassie for a second as well. Like, okay, when Haile Gebrselassie started his running career, he actually had to act, like, meaning that he had to run to go to school, right? It wasn't up to, like, his motivation or his mood for him to actually start running to go to school, but he actually had to get up and get to the action of running to go to school, right? But since he was doing that repeatedly, day in and day out, he got motivated to actually become a runner as well. So the action break actually gave birth to the motivation to become a runner and pursue the career that he in as well, and become a successful athlete. And everybody else as well, if somebody could be in the gym as well, and the list goes on. Is most of the people as well have practiced the action and then got the motivation to become an expert at that specific thing, and then have succeeded. So maybe then the mood follows action. But please bear with me today. This podcast was also based on neuroscience, and then I'm not trying to dive into neuroscience, but I've dug into the subject, and believe me when I tell you that I've barely scratched the surface, and I'm starting to understand how do people do the things they do, and what got them to do it in the first place, because that is the question. We all see this amazing people, they are doing incredible things, and it's like, okay, how the hell, what really got you to do the things that you're doing right now? So the reason for pretty much everything we are could be the understanding of the concepts that have actually rumbled up on as well. And this is something that got me so curious. And of course, one of the main person on this podcast, which really had made me rethink, look at things differently, is the same person that we brought up on the show and talked about last week, is Dr. Andrew Huberman. And the topic of motivation has always been within me. So why do I have it, and why do I feel like other people also need to be able to get to that motivation as well? And behavior first, thoughts, feelings, and perception follows. And that concept, it is such a strong concept. I know maybe some of you guys might have heard it. Behavior meaning action, because our actions are our behaviors. What we do will be characterized as our behaviors. So behavior first, thoughts, feeling, and perceptions follows. And behavior first, ladies and gents, and action creates motivation. And motivation doesn't create action, but motivation is a feeling. And feelings are like ill-defined at best, really. Like, what do we know about feelings? And motivation is a feeling. So if it is a feeling, it's so hard to control your feelings, and also to be able to channel your feelings when you want that, when you want a feeling to actually come to you. For example, you want to work out early in the morning, but you don't feel like it, right? Okay, cool. Then how do you control that feeling part of your brain to actually come to you early in the morning, so that to get you off the bed and get you to the gym? Like, that is something that I don't think that, even in terms of science, that I don't think we have developed to that extent. So it's like, feelings are like very at best are ill-defined at best, but they do seem to be the mercy of thoughts and perception, or possibly all the other way around as well. But behavior which is action, is what gives us that dopamine reward when we are acting, when we're doing things. So that dopamine reward changes how we feel. How we feel affects how our perception and our thoughts. So being in a place where people work and act, where all progress is celebrated, where limits are challenged at every level, where the humor and the banter of the sharps, as the knives on the wall, that this leads to people to learning to act, and that learning to act will then, becomes a feeling, because it leads the mood actually to be there. So, and this is one of those things that I'm trying to dwell on and really contemplate, is mood following action. And I want us to actually really dive deep into the things that we feel like we should do in life. Most of us want to become a writer. Most of us want to start a content creating, or it could be a YouTube channel. Most of us want to become a dancer, a music producer, or a cinematographer, or an actor. Most of us, we all have dreams, things that we want to do, things that we feel like that will make us better, things that will transcend us in any kind of way. But then question comes, are we waiting to feel like doing the things that we want to do, or should we go ahead and do it? And in the midst of action, and then we start to actually be motivated, because the mood will start to follow. And it brings me back to my own experience as well, as I get asked this question a lot, and especially on doing the show, and even my own circle as well. Like, I get asked why I love waking up early in the morning, and where I get this inspiration to wake up early in the morning to exercise as well, or to start my day really early. So when I started radio, I used to do like early in the morning radio show, breakfast show every day, and I had to wake up. My action was required. It wasn't about me feeling like I had to wake up early in the morning. It was an action. I had to wake up at 5 a.m. and I had to make sure I have to get ready, to get sure to be in the studio at 6 a.m. And that was an action that I repeatedly followed for the longest. While doing it though, I got started to get motivated as well. So now, even though I don't even have to wake up early in the morning every day, I'm still motivated to wake up early and to see my morning sun, to actually exercise, to make sure that I utilize my morning so thoroughly, because I was in the action of doing that so much. I'm motivated to do that without nobody asking me, or no requirement of me to be up and awake at that hour. So made me realize, even on myself, even though I felt like I was motivated and I was doing the actions, but then actions was something I had to do, and then I ended up becoming motivated to do the things that I do, and has inspired me so much as well. And I want to apply the same tactic that worked, or especially on my morning habits, onto something else as well that I want to achieve. If I want to achieve becoming, let's just say we're trying to create contents on YouTube, and we're doing so much here with the Instagram as well. So we all are waiting for that motivation, inspiration, but it's all about, doing it. It's all about action. And then the more action that we're going to involve ourselves in, the mood will follow. As long as though you are sure about the things that you want to do. I know most of you guys go like, so you're telling me just to go ahead and do it? Yes, go ahead and do it. Just go ahead. Don't think about it too much. If you feel like you have to exercise, I'm just using this whole idea of exercising just as an example, but it could be applied to anything. If you feel like you want to write, we want to actually build the habit of writing, which we did a segment about writing. So if you are listening, if you are just joining us, make sure you find the video we did about writing and listen to that as well, because we do feel like that is the most underrated skill. But let's just say that you even want to become a writer. So instead of for you waiting to have the motivation to write, or you waiting to feel like you should write, just go ahead, just write every day. Don't write for an hour till you are frustrated or something. Just write for 15 to 20 minutes to start with. It could be even be 10 minutes, whatever it is. It could be so many jumbled up thoughts that might not even make sense, but go ahead and do it. And then do it the same thing again and again. Those actions starts to breed that feeling of, okay, cool, you start to look, that perception starts to change. And that's when it gets good. That's when it gets juicy. You know what I mean? So that's when you actually start to get that dopamine reward change, and that you start to feel like, okay, cool, I'm motivated to write today. I want to write about this. And then by the time maybe, a month in, or maybe 3 weeks in, you start going like, all right, cool, tomorrow morning I'm gonna write about a certain topic. And you're motivated, you're already inspired, because you have been doing the action, you've been doing the work. So really goes a very, very, very long way. I know it just sounds like absurd, like, okay, cool, you're telling me if I want to become the person that I want to be, just to go ahead and do it. To be honest, that's exactly what I'm telling you to do. It is. I talk to a lot of people, and most of us wait for a certain gadget. Like, oh, I'm waiting for this kind of computer to come, and then as soon as I get that computer, I'm gonna start doing this. As soon as I get that camera, I'm gonna start doing this. As soon as I get that shoes, I'm gonna start running. As soon as I get that, no, really, like, stop chasing, stop giving yourself any kind of excuses, because it's all starts by just going in an action. There are times as well, like, I experienced it as well. It's more, I think it was the beginning of this week, and I woke up so heavy. So I'm so, like, I love my mornings, and I don't like anything to come across in my morning, because I think that is just the most precious time that I have. So I woke up so heavy, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stay in bed today. You know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna stay in, you know what I mean? Just chill a little bit, and then maybe I'll sit down on my laptop after a while and get to work. And then I realized the same voice started to breathe in my ears. It's like mood follows action. All right, cool. All right, I'm not gonna do much. I'm not even gonna do, like, grab my rope, or because I love skipping ropes. That's one of my favorite things to do. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go out with my flip flops and just gonna go outdoors. And then I just went for it. And my action was like just to go out. And I was out with my flip flops on the street, just going out, trying to get my morning sun. While I was out, though, that action brought it was starting to breed motivation, and I started working out, and I started doing some jump running, and doing some different kind of lunges, and that got me going to exercising as well. So even when the days you don't feel like it, just jump straight to action, because that is the way to get yourself to be motivated and to actually change your life. So don't wait for another year. Don't wait for your birthday. Don't wait for somebody to tell you exactly, to motivate you, inspire you. Really, you are the inspiration. You are the motivation that you need. That's it. Like, I know, really, it's everywhere. Everybody is a motivational speaker. Somebody tells you a whole bunch of things, you feel motivated. Yes, actually, it is true. You hear this motivation, they give you the feeling. I hear motivation, right? I'm so pumped. I am feeling it. I'm ready, right? But that feeling will not last the whole day. So for that feeling to last the whole day, that really needs to be backed by action. So you can start off by action, and then start to motivate yourself as you go about that action. That is my perspective about it. But go ahead and let me know, because we still are scratching the surface and trying to understand how we can be the best version of ourselves. And I think that we should constantly work on it as well, day in and day out. With that being said, go ahead and let us know. Do you think mood follows action? Hit us up, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, and then you can also find us on our YouTube channel as well. And we'll love to hear from you guys. We'll definitely love to hear from you guys. And you guys have been showing us a tremendous amount of love. We're very, very appreciative of it. And as we always say, pay attention to your attention. And we're so grateful that you have decided to give us your energy, your time, your attention, as long as you have. I don't know if you're listening to us on the radio live or watching us on your social media, on the YouTube channel. We appreciate the fact that you are with us. If you have any kind of thing that you want to give us, if you want us to give you a shout out, again, 098841 8888 is the way to go. 0988 is our text line. Let us know. Ladies and gents, we are here talking about the lifestyle in sugar, and talking and interviewing so many different people. If you do find our YouTube channels, or you find so many different people we have had here on our show that that share their experience and their wisdom, and go ahead and check us out. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we do have the 8 a.m. headlines coming up. When we come back after the 8 a.m. headlines, we'll definitely get to so much more about the mood following action. And we're gonna get to your comments and your questions. Go ahead and let us know. I don't know who you are, where you are. I want us to actually share our experiences and our thoughts. This is Radio at its finest, the most powerful show in the city in Shegar. And I want you guys to join us on this topic and let us know. Do you get into the action and then get the inspiration to come afterwards, or you want the motivation or the inspiration to be there so that you can act? And this is something that you got to think about daily as well. And whenever you don't feel like doing things, even though you feel like you have to do them, and that's something that I think we should really think about. You know what I mean? And okay, cool, then maybe jumping into the action might be a good idea. Go ahead and let me know. And we talked about this as well. Like, most people go like, motivation does not work. Motivation, yes, this to some extent that might be true, but then motivation needs to happen every day. The way, you wash your hands, almost 3-4 times a day before you eat, because it's gonna get dirty. And the same way, you're gonna feel inspired, you're gonna feel motivated to do things, and if you don't do something right away, and then that motivation completely disappears because your mind went from being motivated to a TikTok video, to an Instagram post, or to somebody taking your attention, and then that feeling of motivation disappears, and then now you're feeling sad, depressed, or confused about whatsoever topic that you seem to have diverted to. And it's going to take a whole lot of ways for you to go back to motivation, because that is getting dirty. So for you to actually be motivated, either you have to get motivated and get straight to action immediately, or you're going to have to keep yourself motivated day in and day out, just the way you had to get dirty. And that's also a concept that I'm dwelling upon. Go ahead and let us know. Your thoughts, your opinion does matter to us. So go ahead, interact. Once again, it is 098841 8888 09 is the way to go. As the weekend is around the corner, we're going to tell you guys things you should check out, places you should be as well. And we've come across some list of events as well. So today we do have a karaoke event at Bobby's Bistro, and Sunday we also have Bobby's Unplugged as well, and a band. So if you plan on having some quality time, make sure you find yourself in Bistro Gabriel. And if you do have some time as well, I want you guys to check out an event on Sunday as well, and this is quite a beautiful event they have organized as well. It is like a TED Talk, and has all these amazing different speakers as well, like Dagmari Tkafle, Dawi Dreams, different other speakers as well, and it is definitely a place to check out. It is going to be at LBDC, it's right next to the Century Mall. So it's going to be a TED Talk, and the title is Plan to Fail, and it actually has a very strong title as well. So it sounds like a very interesting event panel they have going on Sunday. That's something to check out as well. And yes, if you are in the city as well, if you're planning to find places to go and work out and chill, Sweatbox is also available for you guys. So that's for your gym and personal trainer partners as well. And we're gonna give you guys different tips here in Shegar, things for you guys to check out, things for you guys to experience as you go, events especially as well. So if you do have any kind of event, any kind of product, anything that you want us to share with our audience, go ahead and let us know. At the end of the day, we are here to talk about the lifestyle in Shegar. And if you are here in the capital, and if you are looking for more reach, and if you are trying to actually let other people know the product and the event that you have going on, let Inshagar know. Hit us up on our social media, hit us up on our text line as well, which is 0988418888. Thanks, Sawan Esament is the way to go. We appreciate you guys so much. We do have to wrap up today's show, and we'll see you guys on Monday with another episode, with another segment, and hopefully that you guys are going to enjoy this weekend, and you will be able to engage with us on Monday morning and tell us what happened over the weekend. We'll look forward to those conversations. In the meantime, be the best version of yourself. You know how we end the show: good, better, best. Never let it rest. Your good is better and your better is best, my people. I want to thank everybody as well for making this a reality. Our camera crew and technicians, thank you guys so much for rocking with us, and I will see you guys on Monday morning. We're gonna play you guys some nice records as well, and have a beautiful Friday and a beautiful weekend.